something else, right? Bree! I need to watch you get ambushed by Amanda. Paris, bitch. High five, Amanda. Fuck. Alright. I'm ready to suffer.
Alright. So.
When am I getting ambushed, exactly?
This is, like, the day when y'all are pulling to, the... So after shock jump, basically, you're pulling up to his place so that Hart can do his sketchy stuff.
Okay, so like a day aftershock.
Yeah. So Amanda rolls up on you at some point while you're in the hall.
Alright. He takes one look at her. He's like, ah, fuck, who told you?
I'm gonna let you guess.
No, I'm good, actually. He turns around and he starts walking away.
Well, you see, Ram, she says, following. I think we should go to my office for this talk, because this is a HR thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long is this gonna be, huh?
However long you make it, Ram.
That's on me. Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Alright then.
And just remember, Ram. I have a stunt gun now. She winks.
I didn't need to know that, Marlon.
Close the door behind you. Thank you.
He does.
She sits down in her seat. She folds her hands together. She opens up her computer. She looks over at you. So?
He's just kind of standing there like a schoolboy ready to be scolded.
Take a seat.
He takes a seat.
I have been informed that you caused a near physical altercation with Melv because you thought it would be a good idea.
Fucking duck.
No swearing. You brought this upon yourself, alright? Now, I want you to explain to me. I want you to explain why you thought this was a good idea. So I can understand where you're coming from before we get into the skinny situation.
Right, well... I'm sure Lana told you everything he got, right?
Ram, this is
fine.
what I
okay,
meant when I
alright.
said that we can be here as long as you like.
Okay.
He sounds like a boy being scolded.
He is a boy being scolded. He kind of makes a face and then goes, well, you know my situation. Mel's been...
You can speak your mind openly. This is an actual HR meeting here. Everything you say is confidential, okay?
Yeah, I can tell you're on your computer.
I know. And I'm inputting into my computer.
Confidential, my ass.
It's confidential. It's on my computer. If anyone touches my computer, I beat the shit out of them.
Mindy doesn't need to touch your computer. They just look through the vents.
If Mindy has been going through my computer, there's a problem.
Marlon, really?
Yes, really.
They've been doing that. Never mind, that's on them.
Because if Mindy is going through my stuff on my computer, then that means Mindy's completely A-okay with the confidential things they've told me being out of the open, which I don't think they are. And I can remind him of this.
I didn't say shit.
Now, please be open and honest, because it's not fair to scold you if I don't have a full picture. Because for all I know, Ram, the situation isn't how it was explained to me.
So
So I
you're
need
being real fair about this.
a man. My name's Amanda. Of course, I'm being fair about this, Ram.
Okay, okay,
I'm on
okay,
no one's
okay.
side. I'm
Oh,
on everyone's side.
right. Mom,
So what's this about
I
Melv?
just, nothing about. Look, he's not happy with me, and it's pretty clear for me to figure out, so I just made a suggestion. He took it the wrong way.
What was your intent with making that suggestion, Ram?
That maybe he actually goes to somebody he cares about and has a little, TLC.
She input something on the computer. Ram,
Uh-huh.
remember when I said that we can be here as long as you'd like to be here?
Uh-huh.
The doc sold you out.
The doc doesn't believe me.
So, the doc told me that you were trying to be antagonistic. Were you trying to be antagonistic? Or are you being
I
genuine?
wasn't in the best mood that day, but I wasn't trying to fire him up.
Alright. She input something else. I'll take your word for it over Hana's, since you are the one telling it to me. Okay?
Huh. Huh.
Are you surprised?
I mean, he's your friend.
Ram, you're my friend. Everyone on this ship is my
Okay,
friend.
okay, I'm sorry.
Additionally, Ram, even if he's
Takes
my
everybody's
friend,
side.
even if Hana's my friend, this is a safe space right now because I am HR Amanda right now. And as such, I need to take what you say at the same value as everyone else, and I am trusting that you're not going to lie to me on something like this.
I'm not lying.
Well, that's why I'm saying that I'm trusting you that you're not.
Okay.
So,
Uh, mm,
you made a suggestion and Melv took it the wrong way, correct?
it was gonna beat me up, yeah.
Well, thankfully that didn't come to that. Between you and me, I think he would have won that fight.
Between you and me, he would've. I'm not exactly gonna punch the guy.
She has like the face of like I don't know before she relents and says, "Well, best not to think of that." I'd say. So you mentioned that
What was
Melv.
that?
Don't worry about it. So you mentioned that Melv has been showing ill-mannered towards you as recently.
Nah, he's keeping up a perfectly fine face.
Ah,
For God?
facade.
That.
Yeah. All right. But you're able to read him well enough that you can see that there's an issue there.
Mm.
Do you have any idea what that issue might be?
I got one now. Yeah.
All right.
A man's whipped.
She kind of frowns at that.
And
Well,
jealous.
well, that's neither here nor there. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this appears that it's not a hash situation, so I'm very thankful for that. So,
Situation.
she
Mm.
writes something down. I appreciate that you are trying to help your captain by giving him a heartfelt suggestion because he is stressed. We all know that. Just be more tactful in your words in the future, and let's also never please try to use aggression as a means to help in a situation, to help relieve stress or anything like that. Okay?
Uh,
Not saying that that was your intention, but I figured I might as well tell you regardless. I told this to Hash at one point, and now I'm telling you.
shrugs a shoulder. Sure,
All right.
I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you. She writes something else down. Now, would you like to elaborate on anything?
Is this going in the report too?
Well, now we're in the part of do you want this to go into a report or not? Because if you don't want to be written down, I won't write it down.
No, I'm good. Cheers.
All right, so
He
elaborate.
ain't right. He ain't right.
I need you to elaborate on that one.
I already spoke to him today, right?
Yes?
Or probably yesterday. He's not aggressive anymore, but nobody should have that kind of reaction to just a name. You get that, right?
Yes, I'm sorry he reacted that way because of my suggestion. And she looks pretty sincere when she says that.
Wasn't anything you did.
Well, I'm the one who propositioned to you. You're the one who
That's
accepted.
Amanda, you're a free woman. It's his issue if he's got problems.
Yes,
Nothing you did.
I agree. But I'm still sorry for getting you involved in apparently a still muddy thing.
Waves his hand. It's fine. At least if he's gonna have issues with somebody, it can be somebody who can take it.
Well, I would much rather he didn't have any issues at all, to be frank.
Can't be easy being you in this situation, yeah.
Well, it does sound. It's not good to hear that your ex is jealous of you to a point when one of his subordinates, who normally refers to me by Marlin, calls me by Amanda, and he takes it a very, very wrong way.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I don't envy you.
Well, regardless, if he does do anything stupid or treats you poorly, do let me know because that's unacceptable.
You know he's not gonna do that. He keeps himself on a leash.
I know he does. It's just if it does happen, that will give me the, authority to go and talk to him, tell him to cut his shit out.
Marlon, you could just go talk to him as a person, you know?
I know, and I will be. Because apparently we need to have another discussion.
You gonna be alright?
Melv isn't the kind to get aggressive or anything like that. You know that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be easy.
I've already crossed that bridge. I may still have feelings for Melv, but Melv clearly still has feelings for me, but we're going to have to move past it just because a relation the way he wants it to work isn't going to work.
No kidding.
I'm too free-spirited, unfortunately. I tried, but it's not for me.
It's not you.
Precisely. Melv. I think if Melv wasn't in the rough spot he's in right now, this wouldn't be a problem. But I think he's in the state where he's just stressed, so little things are upsetting him, and those little things are turning to big things.
You don't think he's buggy at all, do you?
If Melv was more antisocial, I would think that he might be.
He barely leaves his room, his office.
But he's been keeping the door open.
That is one thing.
If he was keeping the door closed, something would be up, but he keeps the door open. The only time he closes the door is when he has to make a phone call, or when he's talking to, or when he's in a meeting with someone, and he opens it right back up. So if that wasn't the case, I would think that, something was up. But I just think it's stress right now.
Alright then. Well, you know the guy better than I do.
Well, you've known him for a few years now. She smiles.
You know he barely speaks to me.
I know you barely speak to him and half the crew.
Well, there's that too.
It's more grunts with you.
What, you don't like my grunts?
They are quite illuminating. She smiles. And she closes up the laptop, folds her hands. That stuff aside, how are you doing, Ram?
I'm fine.
Are you?
I'll get through it.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, not particularly. It's not even happened.
What's not even happened? Oh, that.
He shrugs.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bit of a sore spot. Sorry.
Oh, that.
Sorry, there's like
Marlon.
4 different things that you could have been referencing.
How many things do you think I've got time to worry about?
Rye, Mac, Hana, and now what's going on with Rye and Morgan.
That's too many things. He
and I
looks
think that you're
pretty
worrying
shitty right now.
And I think you're worrying about all of them. I think you could use a hug.
How many times are people gonna hug me these days?
I always give people hugs because my hugs are great because they're squishy. She says, standing up and going to give you just that a hug.
Squishy. He gives her a squeeze.
Stands up.
Look, I appreciate it.
Leans against her desk.
Mm-hmm.
I know you appreciate it. But it doesn't
What
change
about
the fact
you?
that I still worry. Well, I'm worried about Rye.
We're all
Sammy.
worried about. Right. Well, Sammy got up to this time.
No, just worried about her.
In general.
Yeah.
I mean, things seem to be going well between her and Mac.
They do, which seems to be good. Speaking of Mac, have you been reading your book?
Yeah, I've been studying.
Well, that's good. She smiles. Don't worry, there's no quiz.
Okay, we were talking about Sammy.
We were talking about Sammy. Sammy's doing all right.
She's always all right. She's taking care of you.
Which is why I worry about Sammy. Because she's just all right. Girls her age should be more than just all right.
kinda told Mac that Sammy goes to talk to Lauren, or... Well, I know she talks to Lauren, but... Has she ever tried talking to Joy?
They had a few meetings by this point. Yes, twice now.
Doesn't do anything, does it?
Joy's spoken to me, and he is also concerned, but unfortunately he's not able to. Without any brain scans, he can't actually determine if there's anything wrong with her. As the way he put it, she is a perfectly healthy individual who is just... She kind of like deflates a bit.
Too even keel.
Slight, yes, too neutral. He described it as she might have some level of sociopathy.
Have you ever... I mean, I know I asked you about it last time, but have you talked to her about it since then?
I did, and the way she explained it is that everything's alright. And that only makes me more concerned. Like, what she didn't use the exact word, she actually explained it, but that's what it summed up to, being all right. I hate that word, all right.
Yeah, at least she's being honest with you. You want her to lie to you?
She has like that expression of, if she lied to him, at least I would know that she was, you know, a normal kid. I'd be upset, but I'd be dealing with parental drama.
Marlon, she's gonna be okay.
I keep on telling myself that, and I hope that's going to be the case.
Look, next time we go into a planet or something, we can... I mean, do you want to get the brain scans done?
Maybe. I don't know. Part of me is afraid that if I do, I'll treat her. And when there is something, then I'll treat her differently. And I don't want to do that.
You're already doing it.
I know.
It's gonna weigh on you so much. I mean, talk about stress on the ship. You're not exactly having an easy time yourself.
That's why I have stress reliefs, okay?
That's still gonna be happening, even with all that.
She kind of like raises an eyebrow and says, "You telling me that you don't require stress relief?"
I got other outlets.
Hana's not the best choice of an outlet, you know that.
And it's not always about the fucking, you know?
My point still stands, Ram.
I don't know that it does.
Hana's a dear friend to me, but talking to Hana can go one of two ways: stressful or not stressful.
Yeah, it's pretty much not stressful.
Well, I'm very glad that it's not stressful for you, more times than not. I guess Hana just chooses to unload things onto me, I guess, she says with a bit of a chuckle.
The hell does he do to you? Damn.
Well, as the ship mom, everyone has to bring their problems to me.
That's what we got the arbiter for, actually.
Well, someone should go and just tell all of their everyone should just go and tell Lauren all of their problems.
Mm-hmm.
And
They should.
then take a break being the ship mom. But alas.
Why don't you just tell him to fuck off? Just for like a week or something.
Because that's rude, Ram.
Okay, tell him to fudge off then. Fork. Whatever suits you. Suits the mood of the day.
That's still very rude. And I should start a swear jar between you, Hash, and Celeste. I'd be rich.
No, hey, you already take enough of the money that we could be earning.
She smiles. But just think,
Besides,
the swear jar money could go to like a party or something, and then I just don't invite three of you because you don't deserve it because you always swear.
first of all, rude. Second of all, who
Yes.
says I want to go to your party? Third of all, you wouldn't invite us? Where's your stress relief gonna come from then?
Well, I have this wonderful, stalwart friend that I keep in my desk drawer.
Old reliable.
Old reliable.
No need for that now.
She grins. Now, enough about me.
Actually,
Hmm.
I have a point to make here. You can be rude sometimes. You're allowed to, you know.
I know I'm allowed to. I just choose not to be Ram.
Alright.
Stop trying to like prove this weird thing that I'm such a bad man by trying to corrupt everyone around me. Ooh, Angie.
Ain't it?
If you
Why's
say
everybody
so.
poking at that lately?
Is everyone poking at you being Angie? Or something
I'm
else?
not. Wait a second. What were you gonna say before?
Oh, no. If we're discussing this one now. Are people poking
I
at you for
don't
being
think.
angry?
I don't think we are discussing this one now.
She crosses her arm. What are people
He
saying
crosses
about
his
you, Ram?
arms. Nobody's
Come on.
saying anything. Nobody's saying anything,
You
alright?
just said. Why do you feel like people are saying that, Ram?
Nobody's saying that.
Well, you just said, why is everyone saying that? So who's everyone and what are they saying? You can't
I
have me
misspoke.
you can't have me divulge all of my info and then you to clam up like this.
It's.
What's going on?
Look, they're allowed their opinions, alright?
Well, clearly it's upsetting you, so let's talk about it.
I ain't upset. I'm just confused.
Well, then let's talk about it. So that we can
Okay,
work
then
it
I'm
out.
acting the same as normal, and everybody's jumping down my throat like I'm being a piece of shit all of a sudden.
Hmm. Hmm. Could you give me, like, a couple instances? Not including this, because I was just playing.
I know. And that's the thing, they're all playing too. It's fine.
She crosses her arms again.
For real? You can't.
I'm not dropping this.
Okay, it's Mindy, it's Celeste, it's Melv, it's Lauren, actually, in one case. It's Mac. It's Flynn.
Flynn? Fucking
Flynn.
Hana. He's corrupting everyone around you. I made the joke about you corrupting people, but no, it's fucking Hana. Ugh.
See, I'm pure innocent in this case. Thank you.
Yes, you are. Fucking Hana and his misspoken. People are encouraging him. Nope, don't
It's
get
kind
me
of
off
funny,
track.
though.
Get off topic. All right. Yes, it's funny. So, so do you feel like people are jumping down your throat for you being you?
Yeah.
Can you give me some examples of those situations so that we can maybe talk
Nope.
about it? Ram.
Look, I didn't mention this to have you feel like you gotta talk me through it. It was just a slip of the tongue. It's not an issue.
Ram. You're always telling other people not to hold on to stuff, right?
I'm not holding on to stuff. It was just at the top of my head.
Well, if it's on the top of your head, clearly it's something worth talking about.
Nah, it's on its way out. There's an
Well,
open
let's
swing door up there.
Ram. You and I both know it's not like that up there.
Sure it is. They come in one ear, they go out the top.
She just gives you the look of like, Ram, don't lie to me.
He just looks at her. I'm fine, Marlon, I promise. It ain't a problem, okay?
Fine, I'll let off. But if it
Thank
becomes a
you.
problem, we better talk about it, okay?
If it becomes a problem, you'll be the first to know, alright?
Okay, good.
See, this is why you're always stressed.
Well, I have to worry about all of you because you people come in here and you say things like this, and then I'm like, what's going on?
Uh-huh. And then you get dumped on.
Yep, I
By
do it to
every single
myself.
person. Uh-huh. You should close the door sometimes.
I really should sometimes.
But you're not gonna.
Nope. It's up to us sirens to be the heart of the ship. Flicks her hair.
Pulling double duty now or something? Take a break.
Well, Mariah's not here, so I need to step up my game.
Take a break, Marlon.
Not until she gets back.
What if she doesn't get back, huh? What then?
Well, she will get back, so we're not going to have any of that negativity. I know Hana's rubbing off on you, but don't let him rub off too much.
I don't know, I kinda enjoy it.
There's a difference between rubbing one out and rubbing off, okay?
I mean, they're pretty interchangeable in most cases.
One's a phrase of someone influencing another person. The other one is more sexual. So no.
I enjoy both.
You shouldn't be enabling him, okay? You're just going to make it worse for everyone involved. And I know that's what you want, but really. Stop
I
it.
mean, what's the problem? He's having fun.
She rolls her eyes.
Really.
Really?
It's so bad if he goes around and beats a little bit of a shit sometimes.
Absolutely.
He keeps it held back when he needs to.
Yes, he is an adult about it.
Exactly.
She smiles.
He grins.
So,
Mm-hmm.
does earlier you talked about telling Mac that Sammy went to go see Joy. Does that mean that you managed to convince the little hellion to go see Joy?
Yeah, it took some convincing, but we got there. Yeah, she's not too keen on going back. But she's going back.
Well, that's good. Hopefully, it works out in the end. Are you still talking to Lauren about that sort of thing, or are you going to be taking up Joy on his offer?
Look, talking doesn't really help me. I'm fine without it.
Well, I do think you should still talk about it. If you don't want to talk to Lauren or Joy, you can talk to me about it.
Appreciate the offer. I already promised Mac I'd go with her to a session, so I'll probably be talking to Joy.
That doesn't exactly that's Mac's session. That's not your session. I don't think you're gonna unload your heavy shit while Mac is there in the same room.
No, really? What gave you that idea?
The fact that you're trying to use Mac's session as a scapegoat gave me that idea.
I'll stick to Lauren. We gotta
Okay.
arrangement.
So long as you're at least talking to someone about it. I know it doesn't help all that much for you, but it's still good to do. Don't want to keep all those emotions all bundled up in there, okay?
Oh, what emotions. I'm a flat plane.
Ram,
Alright, fine.
I can see multiple very keen definitions just looking at you right now. You are not a flat plane.
Look away. Cover your eyes.
Do you want me to turn around too?
Uh-huh. Just for 3
All right.
seconds.
All right. If I hear a door close, I'm going to chase you.
Better be faster.
She turns around. You hear a click as the door locks.
Shit.
It's been 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, I didn't open the door, did I?
You didn't. I'm so proud of you. And then she like reaches behind again and clicks the button. Door unlocks.
He runs.
She rolls her eyes.
Good
Have
talk, Amanda.
fun.
Escape, escape, escape. Feelings, emotions, goodbye. That was good.
And Ram will get a message from Amanda a little while later, which is just a hey, don't
Hey.
run from your emotions. Angie face. Followed by
He
love you.
Aww. He sends back a thumbs up, and then, like, 2 minutes later, love you.
Very good.
Wholesome.